new punchline, but it's just the same. Delivery is so bad, it's a losing game. Everyone has tried to give you advice, but you never listen. It's like rolling dice.
What were the worst comedy films of 1977, according to IMDb? In preparing this video, I chose to bypass this year's sexploitation comedies. The humor is hardly sophisticated, interesting, or original. Wow, look, tits, what a laugh.
Oh, what's going on here?
My back hurts and he's trying to fix it up for me.
I think he's trying to fix it up for himself.
You don't understand, he's a chiropractor.
You know what we call chiropractors like him?
What?
Horny.
The films in this category include American Tickler, Cherry Hill High, Game Show Models, The Van, Chatterbox, Cheering Section, and Cinderella. Chatterbox has a unique and intriguing premise. A woman discovers that her vagina can talk and sing.
Here tonight with all you ladies and gentlemen in the audience and all you viewers at home. Are you getting a close-up, boys? Yes, I'm so glad to be here tonight with all of you. And I'm going to ask you to stop what you're doing. Unless, of course, it's something I'd approve of. I'm going to ask you to stop what you're doing and get out your all-new bonus offer, once-in-a-lifetime, low-slung, wang-dang-doodle. Get out your smooth running, wide-bodied, doctor-recommended wang-dang-doodle.
I found a number of car chase films inexplicably listed by IMDb in the comedy category. These films include Supervan, Hero Work, and Moonshine County Express. A film with a lot of car crashes is not automatically a comedy. I also see no value in examining the poorly made sketch comedy anthologies, including Cracking Up, Can I Do It Till I Need Glasses, and Prime Time. I eliminated It's Murder from consideration. It's Murder is listed on IMDb as a 70-minute feature, but it is a college film that was never distributed theatrically. It was only given a place on the website because it was the first film written and directed by Sam Raimi. So, what are the most common reasons for a comedy film's failure? A film can be regarded poorly by critics and audiences for a number of reasons. A comedy is likely to fail with a weak script, especially if the script rehashes old jokes. The problem could be that audiences are unable to engage emotionally with a protagonist who is either shallow or unpleasant. A filmmaker will often struggle trying to balance comedy and drama, which is always a challenge. Let us go now to the first bona fide film on today's list. The Happy Hooker Goes to Washington, the second film in a trilogy, follows Xaviera Hollander, a former high-end madam, as she testifies before a Senate committee about her duties as a men's magazine publisher.
Well, what do you think?
I think I'm late.
For what?
I have a doctor's appointment.
I'll see you later. React. Oh, I love it. React. Oh.
A subplot involves the CIA enlisting Hollander to seduce an Arab sheik. Critics saw this sequel as a cheap exploitation film with little substance or wit. Many found the humor crass, the plot thin, and the film overly reliant on sexual innuendo. But not all reviews on IMDb are bad. Woody Anders wrote, "The adorable Joey Heatherton gives a sunny and vivacious performance as the sassy and vampy madam." Sextet is an oddity. Mae West plays an aging movie star who, on her honeymoon, finds herself juggling 6 ex-husbands and international intrigue. Criticism of the film centered on West's bizarre attempt to play a sex symbol at the age of 84. Her performance is forced and awkward.
I worked with Mae West. I did a movie called Sextet.
Sextet?
Sextet. She was then 92 years old, if I'm not mistaken. And she was
90, how much?
92.
90.
She was deaf, or almost deaf, and couldn't see very well. So literally the darling woman had to be propelled, trolleyed all over the place.
I know the feeling.
May I tell you a story about dear Mae West?
You
Lovely
certainly
woman.
may.
Everything I tell you is with affection for the woman.
And just between ourselves.
Yes, just between us.
Please, no further.
When we did the film, she couldn't hear too well, so they attached a hearing aid to her, and which the director stood in a little box that looked like a telephone room, and he would speak her lines to her, and she would repeat them. But he would do it over the other actors' lines, so that when I finished speaking, she would be ready to speak. And he was smoked, and that little room got all fogged in, and he couldn't see anything. All he could do was talk to her. But it was a low-frequency telephone, low-frequency radio. And so she started picking up the local police station. And right in one of the lines, she said, "There's a 608 on Madison Avenue."
The movie was viewed as campy, with weak writing and unfunny jokes. Jamie58 of IMDb wrote, "During the course of the film, West interrupts a United Nations meeting, thwarts a gangster, and makes goo eyes at a bodybuilding team, who all seem more interested in each other than in her, and who could blame them?"
Wow, all this meat and no potatoes.
This is our mascot. This is Ricky.
Oh, hi, Ricky.
Hi, Miss Manners. Pleasure to meet you.
Hey, guess what? Today's his birthday. He's 21. How about that?
Oh, you're a big boy now.
Well, not as big as the others.
It's not the size that counts, it's the quality.
Miss Manners, I've always been a fan of yours.
Oh, thank you. Tonight's the night I've waited for, because you're not just my fan anymore. You've grown into the biggest boy beneath the sun. Happy birthday, 21. What happened to that baby life that made you blush when you asked for my autograph? You're old enough to get my key and have some fun. Happy birthday, 21. When you were only 12, you wrote me a letter. When you were sweet 16, I liked you even better. When you were 20, I only had to wait 1 year. But now you've grown up, your future is sewn up. You can do more than vote and drink beer. If I should smile with sweet surprise, it's just that you've grown up before my very eyes. You've turned into the biggest boy beneath the sun. Happy birthday, 21.
Billion Dollar Hobo was designed as a showcase for Tim Conway, but the script surprisingly gives the comedian little opportunity to be funny. The film is reminiscent of Sullivan's Travels. Vernon Praiseworthy, Conway, stands to inherit $1 billion, but only if he can prove his worth by crossing the country as a hobo. The film was generally seen as uninspired and derivative, failing to capitalize on its premise. Tinseltown Mayor of Letterboxd described the film as a sort of fitfully compelling movie that seems like a dream, but not in the way the dreams are beautiful and mysterious and intriguing, more in the way that they just kind of happen, and sometimes there's no real logical connection between anything that's going on. Thieves, a dark comedy, involves a couple who has come to question their life choices. The film was seen as overly cynical and bleak, with humor that didn't resonate with audiences. Its darker tone conflicted with expectations of a traditional romantic comedy. Gene Siskel of the Chicago Tribune called the film a portrait of unhappy people, people unremittingly sad in a variety of tedious situations. IMDb identified the film's many themes: urban decay, mental breakdown, poverty, disenchantment, melancholy, and alienation. Ready to laugh?
The next morning I heard somebody scream in the subway. It was rush hour, and the train stopped dead between Union Square and Canal Street, and somebody blew. This was a high, nutsy scream, like somebody sure that they were going to die right there under the city. It scared the hell out of me. I put my hand to my throat, and I felt it throbbing. And I saw everybody looking. And I knew it was me. It was me screaming.
Audiences didn't find the film to be moving or funny, just depressing. Record City takes place in a record store, with various employees and customers engaging in humorous misadventures. Critics found the film to be a cheap knockoff of Car Wash, 1976, with poorly written jokes, underdeveloped characters, and an incoherent plot. The Great Smoky Roadblock gave Henry Fonda his first lead role in 7 years. Elegant John Howard, played by Fonda, is an old trucker dying of cancer. While he is in the hospital, a finance company repossesses his truck for non-payment. After being released from the hospital, John steals back his truck to embark on one last cross-country run. In Wyoming, he learns that police closed a whorehouse, and the women who worked at the establishment are in need of a ride. He allows the prostitutes to join him on his journey. The film tried to be both sentimental and funny, but failed to be either. The major studios refused to distribute the film as they considered its storyline so depressing that it would be difficult to market. Leof Wine-Drake of IMDb wrote, "Sadly, this is a tired, low-budget affair that goes all out in its attempts to be a comedy, but pretty much falls flat every time." The film was a disappointment to Fonda fans. It remains a forgettable road movie. The Great Bank Hoax is about small-town bankers who stage a fake robbery to cover up their own embezzlement. The film was criticized for being dull and failing to execute its premise in an entertaining way. IMDb reviewers called the film convoluted, slow-moving, and humorless. Thunder and Lightning is an action comedy that focuses on a couple who battle moonshiners in the Florida swamps. Critics found it to be a weak mix of lowbrow humor and lackluster action. It didn't stand out in either genre.
Hold on a second, House. I got something to say to you.
Nothing you can say that I want to listen to.
Oh, I doubt that.
Stop hell on, Bubba.
Hey, asshole. Knock off the kung fu shit.
Good luck, Bubba.
Now get this son of a bitch drunk.
I reckon I slowed him down a little. Damn right.
The Chicken Chronicles is a coming-of-age comedy about a high school student juggling his job at a fried chicken joint and his romantic pursuits.
Hey, Godzilla's coming back.
Oh, not the chicken!
Nothing?
No, Mr. O.
But the world out there is starving for my good eating. Now what? What's that smell? Matty! Come on, you burned the chicken. I can't sell these. Where's your mind? It's not on your work, that's for sure. Thinking of boys, right?
Yeah, right, Mr. O.
You know what you need, honey? You need some nookie.
Huh?
Nookie! A man!
Who, you, Mr. O?
I'd be too much for you. What's so funny?
Nothing.
Man, it's lucky for you. I know how to stay on top of these emergencies. Come on, honey, get out.
Many saw the film as a bland teen comedy with a predictable plot and generic humor. It lacked the freshness or edge of other coming-of-age films of the era.
What are you gonna do about it? Nothing, right? Chicken shit.
Grand Theft Auto is one long chase film. A young couple, determined to escape disapproving parents, steals a car to elope to Las Vegas. The girl's wealthy father calls upon an associate to stop them. A boyfriend who expected to marry the girl takes chase as well. Later, he calls into a radio show to offer a $25,000 reward to anyone who can intercept the couple. A number of people, including a pastor and 2 mechanics, quickly join the chase. While some appreciated the high-energy action, others found the film overly chaotic and lacking in character development. Its humor was often overshadowed by the numerous car crashes. Mr. Billion was an effort by producer Dino De Laurentiis to introduce Italian superstar Terence Hill to the American public. Guido Falcon, Terence Hill, is a mechanic living an easygoing life in Italy. A lawyer informs him that he stands to inherit his late uncle's billion-dollar fortune, but he must travel across the U.S. within 20 days to claim it. His uncle's assistant, John Cutler, Jackie Gleason, wants the money for himself and is determined to prevent Guido from arriving at his destination in time. He makes sure that Guido has to contend with many obstacles along the way. The film was considered a failed attempt at screwball comedy, with weak writing and uninteresting characters. Hill's charm wasn't enough to elevate the material. The film flopped. Fire Sale is a dark comedy about a dysfunctional family running a failing clothing store. The family tries increasingly desperate tactics to save their business. The family patriarch, Benny Ficus, Vincent Gardenia, figures that the only way for the family to avoid bankruptcy is to collect on the business's fire insurance policy. He persuades his brother-in-law Sherman, Sid Caesar, a mentally ill World War II veteran, that the store is a Nazi military headquarters, and it is his patriotic duty to burn it down. The humor was seen by many as too cynical and mean-spirited. Many also felt that the film was too chaotic and failed to strike an appropriate balance between satire and slapstick. Gene Siskel of the Chicago Tribune called the film hideous and later named it the worst film of the year. Arthur D. Murphy of Variety called the film loathsome. Kevin Thomas of the Los Angeles Times called it a lethally crass, singularly unfunny comedy, and about as funny as arson. Gary Arnold of the Washington Post described the film as boorish and animated by naked hostility and vindictiveness rather than satirical perception or adroitness. The Bad News Bears in Breaking Training, a sequel to The Bad News Bears, follows the ragtag baseball team as they head to Houston for a chance at a championship. While the original was well-loved, the sequel felt like a cash grab with recycled jokes and a lack of the charm that made the first film successful.
Hold your breath. Get up. That's it. I got him!
Herbie, the anthropomorphic Volkswagen Beetle, enters a race in Monte Carlo, where he encounters a jewel theft plot. The film was viewed as formulaic and reliant on uninspired slapstick. While family-friendly, it was seen as a lackluster installment in the Herbie series. Joyride is a road comedy about a group of friends who leave their mundane lives behind and head to Alaska for adventure. The film was criticized for being slow-paced and lacking in interesting characters or plot development. The overall opinion on IMDb is that the film is dull and aimless. A Rotten Tomatoes reviewer wrote, "I've seen worse, but not many." A second Rotten Tomatoes reviewer wrote, "A cautionary tale about being an arrogant teen and deciding to move to Alaska. Moral, don't do it."
Yeah, we're about to make 600 more.
Right.
Drink, you bastard! Woo!
Oh, I'm Big Ed.
Wait till I shoot.
Are there any objections if his girlfriend holds him up?
Hell, she can hold it for him if she wants to.
Come on. Here we go. Push it. All right. We got it.
Big Ed.
Okay, ready? Get set. Go! Hey! All right! Okay!
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
The Choir Boys is a dark comedy about a group of LAPD officers who relieve the pressures of their job with excessive drinking, pranks, and bad behavior. Joseph Wambaugh was hired to adapt his best-selling novel into a screenplay. Wambaugh, an ex-cop, dealt with his characters in a sympathetic manner. The film's director, Robert Aldrich, had a hostile view of the police and was strongly opposed to Wambaugh's generous perspective. He asked Christopher Knopf, who was best known for his work on television westerns, to extensively rewrite the script.
I am not going to stay in that pool where those pea-brain chest beaters are fooling around. You know, the sperm whale and trying to pull my drawers down.
Sperm whale's drunk. So he grabbed your ass. Big deal. We're all police officers. Sperm whale's just... Look, I drove you here, I'll drive you home. Just let me go to the can and tell Nikiana that we're leaving, and I'll get your clothes.
Well, hurry up, huh?
Yeah.
Aldrich said that he wanted some hysterically funny scenes to offset the film's grim scenes. Wambaugh was appalled by the finished film, which he called dreadful, slimy, and vile. The film's dark tone, with humor revolving around police misconduct and vulgarity, alienated many viewers. The general opinion of critics was that the film was distasteful and unfocused. Vincent Canby of the New York Times called the film cheap and nasty. The World's Greatest Lover, a spoof of Hollywood during the silent film era, starred Gene Wilder, who also served as writer, director, and producer. A high-strung baker, Rudy Hickman, Wilder, enters a Hollywood competition to become the next romantic film star, leading to a series of misadventures. The film was seen as uneven and overly sentimental. The humor didn't land as expected, and it failed to showcase Wilder's usual genius. Gary Arnold of the Washington Post wrote, "The prevailing tone of Lover is shrill, wretched excess in both slapstick and sentimental passages." Clyde Givons of the Monthly Film Bulletin wrote, "Most unsettling of all is Wilder's own brand of rampaging comic hysteria, which here goes disastrously unchecked and is augmented by the similar excesses of Dom DeLuise, Fritz Feld, and Carl Ballantine. The film generates more decibels than laughs." It must be noted that regardless of the bad reviews and current online standing, The World's Greatest Lover was highly profitable at the time.
They thought they had us, the lousy Nazis.
When the fire's flashing loud, shout is burning down. Grab what you can now. Chaos hits the town. Flames they rise and roar. Everything's for sale. Hurry through the door before this town tells the tale. Fire sale hot, hot. Everything must go. Fire sale don't stop. Watch the embers glow. heartbeats in the starlight. We dance the night away. Away. I can't believe it's real love. With every move we sway. We sway. You're the world's greatest lover. No one other. You're the world's greatest lover. Like no other. Sunrise in the morning, still tangled in your charm. We're lost in our own wonder, safe here in your arms. Ooh. Stars are always shining when you're by my side. We feel the world is ours now. Together we will glide. You're the world's greatest lover. No one other. No one other. You're the world's greatest lover. Like no other. No other. Stars are always shining when you're by my side. We feel the world is ours now. Together we will glide. You're the world's greatest lover. No one other. No one other. No one other. You're the world's greatest lover. Like no other. Like no other. No other. Every song tells a story. Groovy beats claiming glory. Dancing feet on every street. Feel the rhythm, can't be beat. Record City turned me around. Lost in music, can't come down. Beats are pumping, heart ain't still. In this groove, I get my fill. Streets alive with melody. Soundtrack of our fantasy. Days go by in syncopation. Groove between the conversation. Find a world spin so fast. Moments here meant to last. Turn the dial, find your place. Every track, a heartbeat's trace. Record City turned me around. Lost in music, can't come down. Beats are pumping, heart ain't still. In this groove, I get my fill.
Hand me the money.
You say something, young fella?
I got a gun, and I want your money.
What?
This is a stick-up, for Christ's sake. This is a stick-up. Don't you understand English? I want your cash. I want your cash.
You want my ass?
Got no home and no car. Sleep under the stars. But I'm richer than I seem. Living out my wildest dreams. Got no shoes on my feet, but my life's so sweet. Money can't buy this life. Freedom cuts like a knife. Hey, hey, I'm $1 billion hobo. Life's a game and I won the lotto. On the road with my old guitar. I'm a wanderer superstar, got no bills to pay, just live day by day. World's my open road, with stories yet untold.
No fancy things to own, just a heart that's grown. Life's a beat I follow, with dreams I can borrow.
Found my treasure in the wind, in the places I have been. Luxury ain't made of gold, but the tales that I hold. Got no shoes on my feet, but my life's so sweet. Money can't buy this life, freedom cuts like a knife. Got no shoes on my feet, but my life's so sweet. Money can't buy this life, freedom cuts like a knife. Hey, hey, I'm $1 billion hobo. Life's a game and I won the lotto. On the road with my old guitar, I'm a wanderer superstar. Got the coins and the fame, everybody knows my name. In the world of bling and gold, never doing what I'm told. Living large in that penthouse, every day feels like a roundhouse. Got the world at my feet, everybody's got my beat. Mr. Billion, rocking the night, shining bright in neon lights, dancing under city stars, living life like superstars. No limits, just the sky, feeling like we can fly. Money in the air we throw, making the whole world glow. Living dreams, no waking up, pouring champagne in the cup. Every step is luxury, Mr. Billion sets you free. Living large in that penthouse, every day feels like a roundhouse. Got the world at my feet, everybody's got my beat. Mr. Billion, rocking the night, shining bright in neon lights, dancing under city stars, living life like superstars. No limits, just the sky, feeling like we can fly. Money in the air we throw, making the whole world glow. Living dreams, no waking up, pouring champagne in the cup. Every step is luxury, Mr. Billion sets you free. Mr. Billion sets you free. Mr. Billion sets you free. Grand Theft Auto, hearts on fire, racing through the streets, no time. In this world of thieves and liars, burning dreams and endless wires. Money rolling can't be stopped, around the block the sounds of pop. Adrenaline until we drop, we're the kings of every shop. Glimmering skyline in the night, every shadow hides a fight. Taking risks, we're in the light, in this game we'll make it right. Grand Theft Auto, hearts on fire, racing through the streets, no time. In this world of thieves and liars, burning dreams and endless wires.
Let's go then.
We
hit the road so free. Stars above the light, feel the wind in our hair. In the sky tonight, your hand in mine now. Radio's our guide, laughing as we drive in this joyride. Joyride, don't stop, keep the wheels spinning. Joyride to the top, every moment we're winning. Lights pass us by, neon in the night. Where we go, it's secret in this joyride flight. Miles they pass quickly, lost in the stream. With you beside me, feels like a dream. Joyride, don't stop, keep the wheels spinning. Joyride to the top, every moment we're winning. Lights pass us by, neon in the night. Where we go, it's secret in this joyride flight. Miles they pass quickly, lost in the stream. With you beside me, feels like a dream. Joyride, don't stop, keep the wheels spinning. Joyride to the top, every moment we're winning. In a small town late at night, shadows dance under the light. Banks were closed, but we had dreams, cracking safes by any means. Schemes were hatched, we made a plan. In the darkness we would stand, masks on faces, hearts on lace, chasing fortune in this place. It's the great bank close, laughing with our folks. All the money's fake, we just needed a break. Window cracks, alarms on mute, fingers crossed we won't dispute. Coins and bills behind the glass, time is ticking, must be fast. In the vault we share a glance, this might be our final chance. Hope the risk was worth the play, walk away by break of day. Sunrise comes, the town awakes, forehead sweating every shake. Did we make it, did we win, or did we just fall to sin? Ooh. It's the great bank hoax, laughing with our folks. All the money's fake, we just needed a break. Window cracks, alarms on mute, fingers crossed we won't dispute. Coins and bills behind the glass, time is ticking, must be fast. In the vault we share a glance, this might be our final chance. Hope the risk was worth the play, walk away by break of day. Sunrise comes, the town awakes.
She's on a mission,
that shine, making history one more time. From the streets to the halls, she stands tall, no one falls. Power suits and boots that shine, making history one more time. The happy hooker goes to Washington, bringing light where there was none. In the city where deals are spun, the happy hooker's won. Walks with grace through every door, knows what she's fighting for. Shouting on with just a glance, the world's got no chance. Breaking rules, she never stops, climbing higher from the tops.